My name is Kaljana Gorica. I am professor.
Hi, my name is Tony Kassar.
My name is Sanja Kovačić. I come from
Heritage Malta.
I'm part of UNESCO Chair.
Department of Geography, Tourism and Hotel Management
in Europe, in Albania.
Hola, me llamo Susana Martínez.
Warm greetings from Finland.
Miembro desde el principio en este proyecto europeo.
Background in information technology.
I am Naso Chrysochou from Cyprus.
My name is Müge Akkar Ercan.
Who works and teaches
Middle East Technical University. I'm from Turkey.
François Baillo at Łódź University of Technology.
In urban design as well as urban regeneration.
My name is Sanjin Mihalic.
Imaging, cameras of telecommunication engineering.
I'm from Hungary, working in the Hungarian National Museum as an archaeologist.
Our task is to connect common people, communities, to all these methods, technologies, to make these technologies ready for them, understandable, and helping them to choose their ways.
This cost action, which involves underground heritage, has given me the ability to learn about underground heritage sites in different countries, to interact with colleagues from different parts of Europe, and to work with them to create guidelines for the conservation, promotion, and development of such sites.
So underground heritage covers a very wide variety of different case studies. You have sites which start from prehistory to more modern times, and humans have always tried to use the special space beneath the ground for different purposes. It's been used for religion, for burying people, but also as bunkers and safe spaces during wars. So this project is looking at all these different types of underground heritage and seeing how these heritage areas can be preserved and used in a sustainable way for preservation for future generations.
How we can conserve these heritage spaces, underground heritage spaces, by regenerating this area. Heritage-led regeneration, culture-led regeneration, but through design thinking approach.
This is related especially to the Sustainable Development Goals, how we should and must achieve these goals through the community-based model, through the co-creation value, and through the public-private partnership. So these are three important points that in our working groups are very important and are considered very important.
The main goal of this action is to develop some kind of toolbox or methodologies that will be useful for local stakeholders of underground built heritage sites. And this methodology should be based on local community. This means that we apply a bottom-up approach. And this specifically means that we consult local community, we engage local population and also local stakeholders in creating such methodologies and such strategies.
So when it comes to valorization, there are different communities or different stakeholders that each have their own perspective on what should be done with that heritage, how it is to be protected and what it can bring to society. I, of course, represent an archaeological perspective, which is sometimes at odds with other perspectives of stakeholders. So what we are doing, one of the things that we're doing within this cost action is finding ways in which you can, different stakeholders and these different perspectives can be negotiated in order to come up with a synergistic effect that will eventually bring benefits to the community and then in a reciprocal way, also bring benefits to those who feel themselves as stakeholders when it comes to its preservation.
I just realized how much it's helpful for me as an archaeologist to meet all those other experts from different kind of field of research.
In the same room, now we have people dealing with tourism, economics, urban planning, anthropologists, archaeologists, etc. Also people who are specialized, for example, in IT. And then we all together combine our knowledge in exploring underground built heritage.
I'm really happy that I can add all my knowledge about archaeology and archaeological site and preservation and presentation. And at the same time, I collect so many new information and new ideas and new know-hows and tools how we could proceed through other case studies.
One thing that is of our present concern, that is a creation of a toolbox which is designed to actually help the groups and stakeholders which want to embark on a very difficult and complex but ultimately very rewarding task of creating an environment in which the protection and valorization of their heritage becomes possible. These projects are very complex, which entails a lot of investment. First of all, of energy and ideas, and to create a vision of how you do that. And then also investment in terms of time, finances, etc.
The idea behind my research here is to apply different techniques that can be used for image processing, both for visual light and infrared, to provide both non-destructive testing of underground sites and to provide better visual experience for visitors.
This is the first time I deal with a place which has plenty of challenges, completely different from my previous experience, because the underground is a completely different environment compared to the open air environments. The best experience for me is to test or to face this new environment with our knowledge, test it, and try to find solutions which best fit on this different environment.
In Underground4value project, there was a quite similar demand to get more from the tourist flow, which visiting sites, historical sites, underground sites, so that it will not be just a few minutes visit to the site and tourists run away from the region to some big city, which is the most common pattern nowadays. But let the tourist explore and get more out of the region, to get this kind of better feeling of the region, at the same time to let local business benefit from tourists that are coming to the region.
La Svizzera ha un patrimonio sotterraneo molto importante, molto diversificato. In particolare la nostra regione è caratterizzata da cavità naturali, costruzioni sotterranee molto interessanti. È un patrimonio che noi cerchiamo di valorizzare, in particolare quello delle nevere. La nevere è una costruzione semisotterranea, solitamente di forma circolare. Nella nostra regione è presente appunto, soprattutto alle altitudini più elevate, laddove appunto c'erano i pascoli, poiché la nostra regione è caratterizzata da un clima molto mite e caldo, soprattutto torrido durante l'estate, e quindi queste costruzioni permettevano il recupero della neve durante l'inverno e permettevano con questa forma particolare e accorgimenti particolari la conservazione di questa neve proprio per mantenere il latte al fresco laddove l'acqua è scarsa e laddove il clima è torrido, soprattutto d'estate. Le ricadute di questo progetto ricerchiamo proprio nel trovare anche delle nuove vie, delle nuove idee, no? per trasformare appunto questo sogno, che è quello di conservare questo patrimonio, in realtà, però una realtà che sia sostenibile e che sia al passo dei tempi. Quindi l'importanza che troviamo in questo progetto è proprio questo.